The next two problems we're going to take a look at are a little bit more complex. 5 is a little more simple, and 6 is going to be pretty complex, but we'll explain it in a way that hopefully will make sense to everyone. So let's take a look at 5. What I've got here is a whole bunch of negative exponents, and I've also got the power to a power exponent rule. And I feel like a little color change, so let's do that. So we talked about how really I'm going to multiply my power to a power by each of the exponents. And when I take negative 3 times negative 3, I end up with a positive 9. And when I take negative 4 times negative 3, I end up with a positive 12. And that's really it. That's all there is to it. Now, if one of those happened to be a negative exponent, like we're going to see in problem 6, that's when we need to start thinking numerator versus denominator and where things belong. So let's take a look at number 6. So what I want to do is I want to try to simplify whatever I can here. Okay. Right now I see parentheses. I remember my dear Aunt Sally, so I'm going to multiply my powers to a power. Now I need to remember that this is really 2 to the first. So right here, this is going to become 2 to the second, a to the negative second, and b to the negative second. And I have another 2 positive b squared, and a to the third, b to the third up on the top. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to think about, let's think about this b squared and this negative b squared. Because if I add my powers, what's going to happen is that these two are going to cancel themselves out. So that's kind of nice. 2 to the second power right here is going to become 4. That one's pretty simple. And I have a 2, a 4, and then this a to the negative second power. Now, whenever I have an a to the negative second power, what that means is that it would be an a to the positive second power in the numerator if it was in the denominator. Or if it was in the numerator, then I would move it down to the denominator and make it positive. And so I'm going to cross this out, move that a to the second up. So let's rewrite this in a way that we can manage and so that we can simplify it. A to the third, b to the third, a to the second, over 2 times 4, and that was it down there, right? Okay. One more thing on the top combines and one more thing on the bottom combines, and that would be the a and the a. Let me switch colors. I feel like we're getting overwhelmed here. So we'd end up with a to the 5th power, because I'm going to add those powers, b to the 3rd over 8. That would be my final answer. So all of this turned into just that, just 3 little, I don't know, 3 little things to a power, which is not so bad. In the next